Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday the 19th of January 2020. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the very bright and colorful Trip and Wait tarot. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of. So I'm just going to tune into the day's energy and ask the cards what is Sunday the 19th going to be about and what do we need to watch out for and how can we use the energy to our potential, to our benefit, and to meet our potential, I mean. So that card, we have the Empress. Ooh, we have the Nine of Cups. Oh yeah, this looks like a really good day now. Ooh. I love it. And we've got the Magician. That is so wonderful. The this is the Queen of Love, basically. She's Aphrodite. She's Venus. She's the goddess of love. The Empress, first we have the symbol of Venus there. Then we have all the little bunnies representing birth and spring. The sun coming out, animals and life coming out, and summer coming into the world. And in this case, she provides love, and she's abundant, and she's prosperous, and she helps everyone flourish. And she doesn't just bring the light of love to the world. She brings this rainbow of magical, amazing love. These bumblebees are drawn in a way, I think, that really signifies the myth or the reality that always is talked about. Bumblebees can't fly in reality because technically their bodies are too heavy for their wings to carry them. And the Empress creates that kind of magic, that you can do things that you wouldn't have been able to do under normal circumstances. The number is 3. 3 is about the mind, communication, and thinking in numerology. So open your mind to magical thinking. Magical thinking is like, okay, if I imagine, they say this on the video to The Secret, if I imagine a check with $1 million on it coming through my letterbox, then one day it's going to come through my letterbox. That's magical thinking. You think that something magic is going to happen for no reason. If you just think, okay, I'm going to get $1 million through the letterbox, it's not very likely to happen. What happens is you put that out there, but then you have to follow up on it. You imagine the $1 million check, then you hand it over, you listen to the guidance that you get. If you want the $1 million check, then take this action, and it may seem totally unrelated, totally, why am I doing this? I want $1 million. It'll take you on a path. You may have to do a few things before you can get to what you really love. And that's a journey worth going on, because the universe will never take you anywhere that isn't likely to benefit you. So there's a new energy in the air, and there's the ability for you to receive magic. So make sure that you make space within yourself for all of this luxury and comfort and love and magic and rainbows. Tomorrow, I'm going to make myself available to rainbows coming into me, and the air to be full of rainbows and love and giant bumblebees flying around. And that sense that we live in a magical world. Next, we have another confirmation that this is a magical world. This looks like Fred ASMR, kind of. There's a channel here on YouTube. ASMR is something where people whisper and they use small voices and tapping like this. I've made a couple of videos. I did those years ago. I think they're really funny. And I did it because I wasn't able to meditate because I was in Austria, and I watched those videos to help me relax, and they really did. So I did the videos as a thank you. But he just reminds me of him. So a genie comes out of its lamp. You rub it a couple of times, and all of your hopes and dreams can come true. So I want to be rich and famous. I want my whole family to be happy. I want to understand what it's all about. Magic, okay? Be receptive to magic coming into your life, and your hopes and dreams now have a vessel through which they can come into the world. So your hopes and dreams and desires, make sure you have some. Make sure that you are hoping to get that promotion, or that you do get to work as that chiropractor in your own practice that you've been visualizing for so many years. Make sure that you allow yourself to dream and to be open to ideas that will get you closer to the dream. So let's say the dream is to find the soulmate, then let the magic in and listen to your guidance, and you will be guided as to what to do to find the soulmate. So, for instance, I suddenly get the feeling that I should call up my friend, and then you go for drinks, and then you're in the pub and you see him across from you, you make eye contact, he comes over, you chat a little bit, and you give him your number and you make a date. So it's the beginning of something new. These two cards, I just want to re-emphasize how positive they are. This is a major arcana card, so is this. So we've got big themes. And then we have a minor arcana card, and that is the temporary situation or the temporary energy that influences these two. The Magician is a card that says, if you listen to Spirit, the white wand, and the doves, and you try and do what Spirit wants you to do here on planet Earth, you make yourself a conduit for Spirit. That is when you're given everything. You're given everything in the sense that everything in life is now accessible to you. You can become a pilot if you want. You can move to the Caribbean if you want. Really, life is exactly what you make it. There are people right now who are living in mansions in, let's say, Vietnam, who started off as judges in America and who are now retiring and have acres and hectares of land, and they're totally self-sufficient, and they live this wonderful, comfortable life in Vietnam. That would only happen if you have the presence of mind, not just the presence of mind, but if you have broadened your horizons to the extent that you could even consider or contemplate moving to a country like that. I mean, what link do you have to that country? When I left Manchester, my options were, and I really looked at where I want to move, and I've lived lots of places. I've lived South Africa, Australia, Botswana, Namibia, Austria, Germany, England, Holland, Wales. Yeah, so I thought, where should I go now? And I didn't want to go to a country again where I didn't speak the language, but also wanted to go to a country where I'd be safe as a gay person, all of that stuff. So ultimately, my two things at the end were Glastonbury or Costa Rica. Those were my options. And at the time, it was so tense anyway that I thought, okay, I can't learn Spanish right now and take all of that on and move to Central America. But the reason I felt I wanted to go there was I have a personal connection to Costa Rica, even though I've never been there. But I trust that that place is special for me because it's always come up for no reason at all. It's always come up. I've always heard it, so I know it's something that the universe wants me to do. And if I listen to that message, I will be able to create magic. I'll be able to create that magic and go to Costa Rica, whether it's this week or in a few weeks or in a year or next month or 8 months or whenever it is. Basically, the reading is, if you do it by yourself, you listen to your higher self, you then take the initiative, the universe is going to give you everything that it can. It's going to give you everything that you need to make your hopes and dreams come true, accessible to you. It's going to give those to you on a silver platter. So you have that energy of really being a tube for the universe and letting that magic flow through you. Then not only do you let it flow through you, but you let it flow into the real world by being the empress, by being the ultimate mother. It's like giving birth to a child. So you get an idea, you're able to realize that idea, that hope and dream that you want to fulfill. And by communicating and by thinking about how you can go about doing this in a practical way, that is when you can realize one of your hopes and dreams. So first of all, there's a sense of all of these people are alone, right? But at the end, we've got a crowd of people. So each one is an individual, but ultimately they make up, imagine if there were lots of others around, each with their individual card. It would be a lot of people. So the first thing is about being by yourself and going within and listening to yourself and then pointing down at earth, designing your day. The white flowers and the red roses, passion and spirit, total balance. So you're able to create magic because you're completely balanced. You do it by yourself. You're able to take that magic, translate it, transform it. You're the alchemist again today, and you transform it into something tangible and real. And the thing you transform is something that you've been dreaming of for a while. So if you've been told for years and years and years that you should open a healing center, then start to do that. Have a wonderful day. Let's look at the numbers. We've got 3 and 9 is 12 and 1 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 4 is stability and security and structure. 4 in astrology is Saturn, the sign of the authority figure, of what is secure and what is rigid and what gives you a nice foundation to build your house on. It's security, it's stability, it's long-term security. Not just, having a business for 3 months and then having to start another one. It's having a business for 10, 20, 30 years. And today, you have the ability to really listen to yourself and to create something. So you might get the idea to start your own kind of barbershop. You want to start a barbershop. You've always liked cutting people's hair. You've done the training. You were working for, Microsoft for the last 3 years. You were bored. What should you do now? Oh, you get the message today. You decide today, I am going to actually listen to this guy on the internet, and I'm going to say, what can it hurt me? I'm going to listen to my guidance, see what it gives me. It will tell you, first of all, what the hope and dream is. It'll make it clear in your mind, and then you can kind of give birth to it in a physical sense. And that then will create stability for the foreseeable future for you. So this could be the beginning, like the brainchild, the start of your new barbershop, where you actually say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to look at properties. And then when the week starts, with everyone being back in the office on Monday, I'm going to make these calls, A, B, and C. And I've got the list already because on Sunday I've made a whole Word document about how this is going to become a reality and create security and stability in future. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, just click on the button to order your personal reading with me. I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology in my personal readings. To draw up your astrology chart, I need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, then please order a chart rectification with me. That's a process where I work out your time of birth, and that makes the reading far more accurate because the chart changes every 4 minutes. Once I have that, I can answer any of your questions. So if you're in a spot in your life where you do need some questions answered, just get in touch with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and share it online, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.